We have had some technical problems.
Two.
Prepare
Zero.
for blast off.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to StreamGeeks Live.
This is episode 4, and today we're talking all about live streaming issues and how to solve them.
Is your mic on, Tess? Check 1, 2.
I sure hope so.
Oh,
Oh, my battery's dead.
your battery's dead. All right, good. Well, we'll get you a new one. Classic. Okay. So this is one to add to the list of common issues. Microphones when you go wireless.
This is all staged.
Yeah, we did this on purpose. This is staged. Tessa's microphone's not dead. We did that on purpose. So today we are talking about common live streaming issues and how to solve them. You can always change your batteries before the show.
Or make sure you have a tweaker.
If yours went, mine's probably going to go next, but we're going to talk about how to solve them today. And one thing is that happens when you have a technical support issue. Of course, you power through it, as you see we are throughout this show, but you may actually lose your audience. By the way, a great chance to say thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. But you see that we're going to look at this chart in more detail, but when you have that first tech issue, it can go really bad. Everyone can leave. It could go down slowly and people might stay and slowly you lose audience, or you may actually be able to power through. And usually when the broadcast is going and you're an hour in or 45 minutes in, that's when your audience is growing and growing. And that's the way Facebook and YouTube promote these live shows. When you got a lot of live viewers, you start showing it to other people and steadily your stream grows. You don't want that tech support issue to cut off your growth early. And we'll talk a little bit about that. What is with all these glitches and buffering? Buffering is a major one that we're going to help you get through by checking your bandwidth speed very easily using speedtest.net. Or you can actually go to speed.ptzoptics.com to get what I consider a more realistic connection. And we'll talk about why that is as well. Also, we want you to get to know that graphics card in your computer. Hopefully you have one. Almost all computers do these days. And use that graphics card to its best ability, because you can dump a lot of the processing onto the graphics card and leave your CPU for what it's really should be used for, which is all the multitasking and random access memory access that you need.
I believe I have one moment to speak to today. Oh, I'm doing the speed
Is your
check.
mic on?
Yes. Am I not getting audio now? Perfect example of live troubleshooting and how to handle it. We're going to continue moving forward either way. And as long as you have a smile on your face, we can get through this. This is the most ironic show we've ever done, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Battery on. You want to make sure that my channel's correct?
You've got 2 mics for her, I know it.
Can you hear me at all, Paul? Just so I know if the audience can hear me. Okay. So we are having technical difficulties right now. Perfect timing, considering this is the show for dealing with technical difficulties and how to deal with it. I like to add humor into the mix as much as possible. And the other thing that's most important is cut the stream. If we can't figure out this audio thing, we're not going to cut the stream. I will probably just walk away, or I will sit here and just hang out in the chat while Paul continues to do his lecture. What do you think, Paul? What's wrong?
Is it because we're recording video too?
This is too ironic.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day.
Test.
1, 2, 1, 2.
That's crazy.
What are you seeing?
All right, it's working.
It's working?
No, it's not.
We're not going to leave. We're not going to give up, Paul. This is what we always say, isn't it?
how did we not test this before we went live?
Should we run the blooper reel? It's a perfect time to run the
There.
blooper reel.
Fixed it.
Thank you.
Well, this
Okay.
can be added to our next blooper reel. So that's
Wow.
actually really going to be great content for us for the next troubleshooting live.
Let's cut to Tessa's new Zcam, show that off, and then go to the blooper reel because wow.
Apparently it was working and then we made it bad. Hello, everybody in the chat. Sorry, we are having technical difficulties during the technical difficulty show. That's pretty embarrassing. That's all right. We're going to power through it because that's what we do in the live streaming world. I did have one thing to talk to you guys about today. Two things, actually. You're seeing me right now from our static Zcam, our variable lens camera. And we're bringing it back. Why not? It's fun to have. It's got a nice wide angle lens. By the way, special shout out to my streamer spotlight of the week. Do we have my streamer spotlight up? There we go. This was actually a question I wanted to bring up for Paul because it was one of the few questions in the user group that wasn't answered. Oh, shoot. Can we start over today or something?
This is all pre-planned.
Yeah, we did this on purpose.
Pre-planned. We are actually just looking for new content for our next blooper reel show and issue show. Okay, so Paul, this is from Shark Pixel Multimedia. Getting ready, you're getting a question on the spot. For 24/7 live streaming on social platforms, website, and app also, how much minimum internet speed required for smooth 720p? He's leaving me now. They're saying they can hear me in the chat.
Yeah, it's duplicate audio. It's an echo.
Is it the Rode mic or the Audio Technica mic? I mean, that's not even plugged in anywhere.
We're going to go to the bloopers reel.
Go to the bloopers reel.
Test. Not coming through there.
Live
Test, test.
every
There's no
Friday,
no,
streaming at
test, test.
11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Broadcast quality made affordable. Thank you for tuning in.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to PTZ Optics Live. We've been having a heck of a time getting this stream going, but I think it's good. Thank you for being here, Andrew, and sticking with us here.
Oh, flip the image.
Whoa.
This is when I almost set the studio on fire. Here, Test Protesto. Welcome to PTZ Optics Live on YouTube. We are live every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and I am already having issues, but thankfully I have a wonderful guest here with me, Tom Sinclair, who is going to help me out through all of this.
check
You may
YouTube and
notice
Facebook
on the internet.
Yep. All right. So,
Did you check what I asked you to check, though?
you can stop the recording now, Mike. There's no way this recording is going to have any value to us anymore. It should be working.
Did you check what I asked you to check?
Yes.
You did.
Yeah.
And that's not the
the
issue.
audio is working. I closed the other inputs. I really don't know what the issue was, but that is tisk on us because we literally should have tested this. I don't understand how this could have happened to us. I'm really
We did the
thrown off
podcast
access.
right before the show, right up to the last minute. I mean, last couple minutes.
Yeah,
so
I
maybe
know.
that's why.
It doesn't make any sense to me how this could happen.
So
but
time management
all right.
is something else we can
Is it
learn.
okay? Is it okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Is it? Your face looks otherwise.
This one camera is just freaking out now.
All right. Now,
Monday Fun Day.
all right, we're going to go into our presentation. but this whole show, I don't know who would actually watch this after
Test is
all the
low,
issues
but
that we've
working.
had.
Okay, we
But
still
let's
have some
just-
friends with us who are really supportive, and we so appreciate all of you guys in the chat saying it's all right. But this is kind of the thing. We're lucky that our audience is live streamers as well, because they tend to be more understanding than some people who aren't typical streamers and know how this stuff goes. It's just so funny and awful that today we're talking about overcoming issues when live streaming and live troubleshooting, and we are live troubleshooting ourselves. We don't really need a presentation today because we're just showing you an application of how to deal with this while live. So basically, our strategy right now is to continue talking to you guys, addressing you guys, while Michael and Paul are fixing the issues, trying to troubleshoot, and doing the best that we can, because that's all we really can do. We're sure as hell not going to cut the stream. Tess is in the left channel and Paul is in the right channel. Maybe now is a good time to reach out to our audience and see if they have any ideas for us. And that's definitely something you can do while live and trying to troubleshoot.
So, I fixed the left ear, right ear thing. I'm just like, I can't believe it, because we clearly didn't test the audio before we went live. So, I fixed the mono issue as well. Wow. I just can't believe it. So, see right here, this audience loss issue. So we've already hit tech support issue 1.
We've covered, I said, who
Right?
even needs a presentation when
Yeah.
you're actually just showing a real world application?
So here's tech issue 1. Now I'm saying we're pretty much on tech issue 2 at this point, I would say.
Do you want to check our numbers?
We might be on tech issue 3.
We're okay.
Thank you.
We've got a great audience. That's right,
Thank you
Outcast.com.
for helping, sticking around, everybody.
Everybody's saying yay, everything's fixed. We're on both channels now.
Okay.
We're lucky to have the audience that we do have, because they know what they're talking about and they can actually help us with some of this. I like this comment from Sac State CS. You just have to caps lock, stick with it until you overcome the issues. And that's kind of what we do here. It's awkward, it's uncomfortable, it's painstaking, but here we are.
Wow.
And they're saying it's good right now, okay?
Good. All right. So, boom. This has happened to us before. This is not our first live stream. This is all planned.
All planned.
So, what happens when you get glitches or buffering is that you're basically having an upload speed issue. So you can use speedtest.net. You can use speed.ptzoptics.com.
I think that's one issue we didn't have today.
Your resolution is your canvas size. Your bit rate is the quality of that canvas size and that resolution. So don't sacrifice resolution just for a low bit rate. Bit rate is very important, and that's what the quality of your stream really comes down to. Outbound and inbound live streaming networks and buffering and bandwidth is something to consider. So for example, are you having an issue with an NDI stream internal to your network? Or are you having an issue with an outbound stream to a content delivery network? You know it's internal if you're using some type of local IP networking, and you know it's external bandwidth issue with your internet service provider if you are having issues just on the content delivery side, not in your video production software. Audio sync issues. Now, we didn't have any audio sync issues today, although that is very common. We had
Audio issues.
echo issues.
I don't even know exactly what was happening.
I'm so
or why.
surprised. Stop being saying I'm so surprised. All right. Well, because we've had so many shows without that. I don't know what it was. But we should have checked.
The Phantom of the
Somehow.
Streaming Production strikes again.
This is just like literally, there's no way we could have planned that, because how could we do a show about this? Troubleshooting half the way. So you got to check your audio sync, and I like to do it with having somebody on stage show the number 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There you go. You just checked my audio sync.
That's scary.
Consider trying that
The
and
way
see if
things
there's
have
any
gone today.
issues with it. Computer issues. This is one thing that we have overclocked and overpowered our computer, so we don't usually have CPU usage issues, but consider using an i7, at least 16 gigabytes of RAM, and don't basically transcode a bunch of stuff on your computer or scale a bunch of stuff on your computer. For example, if your cameras are set at 1080, stream in 1080. If they're set at 720, stream in 720. That way your computer doesn't have to do all that scaling inside the computer. Get to know your computer and use Task Manager and monitor the audio and everything else in the video and everything that's involved with that. Now, one thing that I know everyone has issues with is audio delay in OBS. OBS, I hear about it all the time. OBS does have an audio delay. So what happens is that the video is receiving to your computer slower than the audio, whether it's because you're streaming it over your network or you're using not a high quality capture card, whatever it is. Usually you can delay the audio 100 milliseconds, 200 milliseconds to match them up. Get to know that graphics card in there. Make sure it's enabled. Sometimes you can only run your graphics card with your computer when you are in administrator mode. Sometimes you have to go into the NVIDIA control panel and enable specific streaming software to use the graphics card by default. And you always want to update your graphics card and check out to see if you have the latest drivers. Now here's a big one that has been the bane of a lot of streamers' existence is Windows updates happening even in the background when you don't know it.
Maybe that's what was happening.
Yeah, maybe
That
there's
must
some
have been
Windows updates going on. That's what it was. Good job.
Do we use the vMix checkbox?
Yeah, do you have a checkbox, Mike? He looks confused. I don't think he has it checked. There's a new checkbox in vMix. A lot of people have been talking about, why is vMix running slow? Well, it's actually a lot of times that Windows updates are happening in the background. So they have a checkbox now to disable
Sneaky
that from
Windows.
happening. This is the blue screen of death. This is something that I've seen many times. And from what I can say, if you're using a Windows computer, it happens when you're like trying a lot of new software and hardware together.
Like NDI?
Yeah. Like NDI stuff, new drivers, new programs.
So was this kerfluffle as bad as the Andrew Cross new tech show kerfluffle?
We got through this one.
We didn't have partnerships
I'm not
on
even
the line.
breaking a sweat right now, but it was tough. Pro audio
I
tip
can.
from Kevin Small. If you're having issues with one input being louder or softer than the other, if you have a digital mixer, try combining the signals to a bus and adding a compressor to help even them out.
Nice.
That is a great tip.
Outcast.com, what graphics card do we recommend?
We usually recommend NVIDIA graphics card. They're currently on the 1080 series, and they're really, really great. I think they have a new one coming out too. But anything with NVIDIA, AMD, I got a new my new Intel NUC Skull Hades Canyon has an AMD processor, and I'm upset because it doesn't support FFmpeg. So I would just stick with NVIDIA. I'm not happy with the support from AMD. I don't know what Intel was thinking, partnering with AMD personally. Bad lighting is a issue that a lot of people deal with, and we always bring lights with us just in case. Even spotlights when it comes to darker productions.
Absolutely.
Finally, don't be the guy that has multiple cameras that are all different colors and not matched
We've been
properly.
that gal.
Now, I will
guy.
say we are planning a show where we're going to do the Frankenstein show, where there's going to be like an iPhone, an Android, a digital
Frankenstein
SLR.
show, I love
Yeah.
that.
Like,
Should we do
there's
that
a ton
for the
of-
Halloween special, our
Maybe we
anniversary
should,
special?
Yeah, we should.
That'll
Uh,
be 3 years together.
Oh
Or
my
no,
gosh,
2 years.
No,
2 years.
2 years of streaming. And, well, that'd be 3 years for me, I think.
Oh yeah,
3 or
or
4.
more.
But,
You were already doing it for 2 years, I thought, when I
yeah, I think so.
started.
I think Halloween will be my 4th year
Fourth.
live streaming. Correct those cameras. We're going to try our best to just try a ton of different cameras. And we do have episodes on low light streaming, color matching, and getting the ideal camera exposure. Now, here's the part that saved us. In
Oh,
fact, did Mike get that clip from you about
It is
this?
in the video folder for today's show.
Okay. There's a clip
If you
we're
do
going
want
to
to
show
pull
you
it in
about
really
this.
quick.
If you want to pull it in, because it really does show this off. So one thing is record locally.
It's just an MP4 video in the streaming.
If all else fails, if your internet drops, you know,
not
you got
Wolverine.
no stream, at least you've got
What-
a local recording that you can, you know, post later.
What's the folder's name for today? Problems with live streaming.
Yeah. If you do have a LiveU Solo, that is a very popular redundant backup network for streaming, and we're going to talk about how it works because it is really a great product for this type of thing. And then you can also use cloud-based streaming, which we're going to show in a second. So basically what this Live View Solo does is it takes an HDMI or an SDI from your broadcast switcher, and it streams it wherever you want it to go. And it can back up with Ethernet, it can back up with Wi-Fi, and it has built-in cellular data from Verizon and AT&T.
So you can stream anywhere. We're definitely taking this to NAB New York this year.
You can stream anywhere you want, but you can also tether on Wi-Fi and Ethernet to load balance everything. So if your Ethernet dies, or your Wi-Fi dies, or your cellular data dies, that would be a scary day if cellular data died. Then, yeah, I mean, if cellular data died, no one cares about your stupid live stream. We're under attack. Cellular data should not die. Now, Easy Live is another solution. So if you stream to something like Easy Live, they can actually keep your stream current with YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're streaming without your stream being live to them. And this happened to us this month. So we wanted to show that clip really quickly.
We have to make sure that Michael was able to access it.
Were you able to get that clip?
What's it called?
It's called Problems with Live
I think
Streaming.
I saved it actually as bloopers too. I put it under problems with live streaming. There's 2 videos under problems with live streaming. It's called bloopers 2. And it's the one with the picture of the city and the text on it.
Here we go. So this basically popped up when our broadcast stopped playing. Right, Tess?
As a placeholder while we were able to readjust and wait. And that's exactly what happened when things got better. It sent us right back to the live feed. I don't know if there's even audio.
So our stream just died halfway through, but on a whim, I was like, Tess, could you please, make sure that...
It's nothing special, but it was better than it was better than the stream ending and everybody thinking we were gone for good. I was able to deliver a message to my audience, tell them that something's going on, but we will be right back.
Last one, be
helpful.
confident, power through if you can. You saw us do it. You guys can do it too. And one thing I forgot is that, bad camera angles. Sometimes regular camera tripods, they don't clear the heads of people walking by.
Mm-hmm.
So use a tall tripod or a truss system. And that's a great tip to make your whole stream look a lot better. You can't have people walking in front of your stream.
And like we said at the beginning of the show today, just don't give up in the middle of the stream unless it's really killed itself, unless it's really gone and dead and you've tried to get back to your audience. And if you can't get back to them as soon as you can to let them know what's happened.
Wow, this was too ironic.
I know. But I mean, in the world of live streaming, this isn't cable television. This is a 3-person show that we're running here.
Yeah.
And things happen. This is meant to be raw, uncut, authentic, and that's what it is. So we thank you guys so much for putting up with us.
See you, everybody. Take care.
We have a giveaway.
Yeah, on Twitch. We'll see you guys.
We're
on our
not live
Twitch
on
channel.
Twitch. We are?
We'll see you guys on our Twitch channel. See you soon.
That means that extra.